Are you seeing and organizing your days in the most effective way? Is your energy connected to your productivity? The daily journey, which we often call a race or struggle, invites us to chase or wrestle with the clock, fitting seconds, minutes, and hours into a day that often feels too short. Time management. Time management is a part of our routine. Can I fit this into my schedule? Do I have time to be with my friends? Am I setting aside time for myself? You can already feel the stress in your mind just by asking these questions. Is it because you already know the answers? We should also ask ourselves if we have the necessary energy to engage in these activities with presence and enthusiasm. Having time is different from having energy and productivity. Imagine you have 30 minutes free, but you're feeling exhausted. That free time becomes a burden. It's not enough to rest, and you can only start, but not finish, many tasks. Unfortunately, these tasks will likely end up on the list of frustrations. Social media doesn't rest the mind, so you throw yourself on the couch or bed and pick up your phone to spend that idle time. Let me tell you, scrolling through social media doesn't rest your mind. Taking advantage of your time isn't about being productive. It's about recharging, nourishing yourself with information or silence. You don't achieve mental relaxation by being flooded with thousands of pieces of information. The same goes for a weekend without commitments that isn't truly enjoyed due to a lack of energy. You might even be managing your time, but it's completely ineffective if you don't consider the most important element: energy. It becomes evident that we need to manage our energy to maintain our well-being. The 4 sources of energy. At the core of our well-being lies a powerful and often underestimated concept: the management of personal energy. To understand how to cultivate a state of vitality and balance, it is crucial to recognize that our energy is not a resource sustained and nurtured from a single angle, such as resting the body. Rather, it is composed of 4 distinct and interconnected sources. In Tony Schwartz and Jim Loehr's book, The Power of Full Engagement, these sources form the pillars of our being. Therefore, paying attention to and caring for each of them is essential for a full and authentic life. Physical energy. This is the foundation of everything. Physical energy refers to the vigor of our body, our health, and our ability to carry out daily activities. Thus, balanced nutrition, regular exercise, restorative sleep, and stress management are key to keeping this energy source abundant and flowing. To maintain balance, you can, for example, maintain adequate and healthy nutrition. Engage in physical activities that build endurance, strength, and flexibility. Ensure quality sleep and take breaks during the day. Drink enough water. Emotional energy. The quality of our emotional energy, therefore, determines our ability to cultivate positive emotions and manage negative ones. Emotional balance is achieved through self-awareness and emotional regulation. This allows us to navigate the waves of our emotions with grace and resilience. Thus, try to follow these recommendations. Recognition and awareness of emotions. Practice techniques like mindful breathing. Build positive and supportive social relationships. Engage in creative activities. Mental energy. This is the energy we use to focus, analyze, and create. Mental clarity and discernment are supported by concentration techniques, strategic breaks, and setting boundaries to avoid information overload. Therefore, it is advisable that you have periods of focus and regular breaks. Plan and prioritize your tasks. Engage in continuous learning and personal development. Set boundaries for digital device usage. Spiritual energy. This source of energy is fueled by our purpose, our values, and the connection we feel with the universe and other beings. Therefore, practices such as meditation, reflection, and engaging in meaningful activities can enrich our spiritual energy. Thus, it is important that you align your actions with core personal values. Practice gratitude. Set aside time for reflection or spiritual practices. Engage in groups or activities that contribute to the greater good. The subtle art of managing your energy and productivity. In the delicate balance between tasks, commitments, obligations, self-care, self-love, observing and recognizing limits and respect, managing energy and productivity is not limited to a well-planned schedule. It is subtler and, at the same time, vital in the search for an inner sense of fulfillment and purpose. We measure our days not in hours, but in moments of wisely used energy. By recording our experiences and observing, we make space for self-awareness and begin a sincere dialogue with our deepest needs, our vitality and creativity, and of course, our energy and productivity. By paying more attention to where we are placing or using our energy, where it is being utilized efficiently, and where we waste or lose it, we can discern between what revitalizes us and what drains us, between what we choose and intend to nurture and grow, or not. This self-awareness ultimately guides us in setting healthy boundaries and choosing activities that reflect a genuine commitment to what we are nurturing and to self-respect. It allows us to make decisions aligned with our life's purpose, elevating and maintaining our highest vibration. Thus, managing energy and productivity becomes a dance between action and introspection. In other words, a choreography where each step is a conscious act of nourishment and intention, resulting in a more vibrant life aligned with each person's authentic purpose. Self-awareness and self-love. Increasing self-awareness is a pillar in energy management. By cultivating a greater awareness of our energy needs, we can make decisions that are more aligned with our well-being. This involves listening to our body and mind, recognizing when we need rest, and when we are ready to act. Self-love plays a powerful role in this process. I actually consider it a non-negotiable value, as it is through respecting ourselves that we can honor our needs without guilt or self-judgment. In this context, practicing self-care becomes an act of self-love. How to implement energy management. Energy management is a subtle art, involving a deep understanding of our internal reserves of vitality and the ability to navigate between activities that replenish and those that drain them. To implement and apply this process effectively, it is essential to develop practices that allow us to identify and adjust the sources of our energy. Identify what increases and what decreases your energy and productivity. Energy journal. One tool to increase self-awareness about our energy is to question and record. You can log your daily activities and observe how each one affects your energy levels. This can include not only major events, but also everyday interactions, the food you eat, and sleep patterns. Over time, patterns will emerge, and you'll begin to notice which aspects of your life contribute to your vitality and which drain it. Open yourself to experimenting with new activities and practices. It could be a new form of exercise, a breathing technique, or a creative hobby. Observe how you feel during and after the activity. Some practices may have an immediate energizing effect, while others may contribute to your energy in more subtle or long-term ways. I call this conscious experimentation, as it enhances your perception not only in the present but also over time. For example, ever since I started drinking water right after waking up, I feel. Develop a regular check-in practice with your body, mind, and feelings. This can be done through moments of reflection tied to simple daily habits. My suggestion: every time you drink a glass of water, or during simple moments of reflection throughout the day, ask yourself, how do I feel right now? What am I thinking? Is there something I need? These moments can reveal energetic needs that you might not have consciously noticed. Prioritizing and setting boundaries to maintain your energy field. Based on your energy sources, start prioritizing activities and commitments that increase your vitality. Equally important is setting boundaries regarding what depletes your energy. This may mean saying no to requests that will overwhelm you or delegating tasks that are particularly draining. And sometimes, what we can do is reduce the intensity or time spent in situations or tasks that deplete your energy. Recognizing what is beneficial for your energetic well-being is a powerful expression of self-love. When you consciously choose to engage in practices that energize you, you are making a statement that your well-being matters. This may involve changing habits, reassessing relationships, and adopting a new approach to work and leisure. It reflects an attitude of love and respect for yourself, your energy, and productivity. Energy management is a continuous process of adjustment and self-awareness. It is not an exact formula, as what energizes us can change over time and circumstances. Self-love and respect are the guides on this journey. They encourage careful attention to personal needs and the courage to act in accordance with them. Activities that recharge and inspire. Energy and productivity management isn't just about avoiding burnout, but also about nurturing and overflowing. Prioritizing activities that recharge and inspire us is a path to a more authentic and empowered existence. By integrating moments of idleness, technological disconnection, and practices that spark creativity into our routine, we are building a life that reflects self-love and respect for our essence. Idleness. Moments of idleness are essential counterpoints in our fast-paced routine, crucial to harmonizing our daily lives. These moments of calm and non-action are not just breaks from our obligations, but spaces where our energy is replenished and our creativity reignited. When we allow these moments, we are truly accessing a state of active rest. Just as winter prepares for spring, in idleness, our being regenerates to bloom with more vigor and vitality. This creative idleness redefines our internal energy reserves, allowing insights and solutions to emerge that would remain hidden amidst the daily rush. Additionally, idleness is fundamental for maintaining our vitality, energy, and productivity. It combats mental and emotional exhaustion and restores inner balance. With our energy renewed, we feel more present, engaged, and capable of facing challenges with a fresh and vigorous perspective. Disconnect to gain more energy and productivity. Disconnecting is a mantra for the current age, where technology often traps us in an endless cycle of notifications and updates. Turning off electronic devices is a revolutionary act of self-defense. It is the reclamation of the mental space that we often concede, sometimes unconsciously, to the triggers of the digital age. The fear of not keeping up with updates and events compels individuals to remain connected. By disconnecting, we are creating a sacred do not disturb place, a temporary retreat from the incessant bombardment of information, thus preserving our energy and productivity. This simple yet powerful gesture opens the doors to deeper introspection, allowing us to dive into greater tranquility within our inner world. Here, away from the external noise, we can hear the whispers of our intuition, recognize excesses, rethink reactions, and reconnect with what is genuinely meaningful in our lives. In a state of reduced connectivity, our brains can rest and recharge. Therefore, not only improving our concentration capacity, but also reigniting our imagination. Without constant distractions, creativity has the space to flourish, leading to an increase in innovation and problem-solving. More creativity, please. Practices that awaken creativity are essential for maintaining self-generated energy, innovation, and enthusiasm in our lives. One of these practices is brainstorming or free writing, which encourages the expression of thoughts and feelings without censorship or judgment, allowing the mind to wander into unexplored territories and discover new creative paths. Another suggested practice is artistic activity, whether it's painting, writing, music, theater, or anything else. Artistic forms of expression are powerful channels for creativity, as they allow us to communicate and explore complex emotions and ideas in a nonverbal way. Art challenges our conventional thinking and encourages us to see the world through different lenses, generating more perspectives and possibilities. Interaction with groups. Creative collaboration with others can be extremely stimulating, as the exchange of ideas and the energy of the group often trigger processes that are unlikely to emerge in isolation. By joining a course, becoming interested in a topic, and engaging with people who are having the same experiences and challenges, we nourish ourselves with energy through the exchange and contribution within the group or community. These practices, breaking our routine, not only reinforce our ability to create but also nurture our overall well-being, allowing us to find joy and satisfaction in the authentic expression of our inner selves. Recognize the signs of burnout. Burnout is a state of emotional, physical, and mental exhaustion that is often caused by prolonged periods of stress and overload of activities. It is a warning sign from our body and mind, indicating that it is time to slow down and reevaluate our relationship with work, responsibilities, and, in a broader sense, with life. Paying attention to these signs is a crucial component of maintaining well-being and personal integrity. Emotional and physical symptoms. Signs such as irritability, lack of motivation, difficulty concentrating, and feelings of defeat or disillusionment, along with physical symptoms like headaches, persistent fatigue, and sleep disturbances, are indicative that you may be approaching burnout. These symptoms are your body and mind calling for your attention. Behavioral changes. You may be socially isolating yourself, procrastinating tasks more than usual, or resorting to unhealthy habits like excess food, drink, for example, as coping mechanisms. These behavioral changes can be signs that you are struggling to cope with stress. Pay attention to these signs and be open to taking the necessary steps to care for yourself. Remember that self-care is not a luxury, but a fundamental necessity for maintaining a state of health and well-being, thus enabling sustainable creativity and productivity. By doing this, we are not only respecting ourselves and cultivating self-love, but also consolidating the path to a full and true existence, establishing a solid foundation for a more present life filled with energy and productivity. The importance of taking care of your own energy cannot be underestimated. It is an act of self-awareness and preservation aimed at preventing burnout and energetic, emotional, mental, and physical overload. By prioritizing the maintenance of our energy field, we equip ourselves with the resilience needed to navigate this period without compromising our overall health. Start managing your energy and productivity with kindness and at your own pace.